In last lecture, you derived the equation of radiation. In the equation of radiation, you saw like that. What is L? L is nothing but it's a length of conductor. Di by dt is nothing but it is indicating that you must apply the time varying current on the conductor, and Qt is nothing but it's a total charge present in the conductor. Dvz upon dt is nothing but it's a acceleration. Then what is time varying current? Sinusoidal current is the example of time varying current. Triangular pulse is the example of time varying current. Okay, so let's take the one example. This is the conductor and its length is infinite, and this conductor is subjected with DC source. And let's see the profile of DC current. DC current is constant with respect to the time. Okay, so put the value of this current on this equation. If you put this, then IDC divided by dt. Then differentiation of constant with respect to the time will be 0, and you will get this equation. Okay, dvz upon dt. What is the meaning of this equation? It means that acceleration is 0. If acceleration is 0, means there is no radiation. Let's see the another aspect of this equation. If d by dt of vz is 0, it means that this vz is nothing but it's a constant quantity. Okay, and the another way we can say, if there is DC current, then velocity of charged particle will be constant. Okay, so let's see some examples. There are three conductors, and these conductors are subjected with time varying source. Okay, and this is nothing but sinusoidal excitation, and this one is nothing but it's a Gaussian excitation, and this is pulse excitation. You can see these currents are time varying current. Okay, so if you apply the time varying current at left hand side of the equation of radiation, you will get something, you will not get 0. Okay, so there will be radiation. Okay, what is pulse excitation? Pulse is like that, it looks like a rectangular pulse. It is nothing but it's a addition of two unit step function. In signal and system you studied it. Okay, what is unit step function? Unit step function is nothing but its amplitude is its amplitude is 1. Okay, there is another unit step function from t is equal to t naught, its amplitude is -1. Add these two unit step function, you will get such kind of pulse. Okay, now let's take another example of another examples of conductor and conductors. Okay, there are three conductors. All these three conductors are subjected with time varying source. What is the function of time varying source? These time varying source apply a force on the charge carrier. If they apply the force on the charge carrier, they will move. Okay, if you apply the time varying current, then definitely there will be radiation. Let's see another aspect. Okay, suppose that charge carrier is moving in this conductor, and there is curve type of thing. There is curve, there is bend, there is discontinuity. At curve, definitely charge particle will change its velocity. At bend, definitely it will again change its velocity. At discontinuity, it will change its velocity. Discontinuity is like a speed breaker on the road. Car reduces its velocity. Okay, so one thing you can conclude by changing the physical structure of the conductor, you can introduce the phenomena of acceleration. If there is acceleration on the conductor, acceleration of the charged particle on the conductor, then there will be radiation. Okay, let's see some other example. Okay, in this example you can see there is step discontinuity. There will be radiation. This is the example of microstrip antenna. In microstrip antenna, whenever it is excited, the charged particle move like that. Okay, at the boundary, this is the boundary, this charged particle cannot cross the boundary of the conductor, so these charged particle will reduce their velocity. So there is phenomena of acceleration or deceleration. Okay, so there is another two example. This is known as dipole, this is known as monopole. In all these structure you will see the phenomena of acceleration or deceleration, and we want acceleration or deceleration of the charged particle. Why do we want such kind of thing? Because acceleration of the charged particle will give us the radiation. Okay, there are three conductors and they are subjected with DC. In the DC you saw the charged particle will move with constant velocity, but at curve, but at bend and discontinuity, definitely it will change its velocity, means you will get some kind of radiation here. Okay, now take some another example and we will draw some profile also. Okay, so there is a conductor, in this conductor we have applied a sinusoidal current. Okay, there is a equation of sinusoidal current. Okay, I is given by Im sin omega t. Can you draw the profile of this current? Yes, it looks like that. Put the value of current on the equation of radiation and differentiate it, you will get this thing, and put qt here and you get dvz upon dt. Dvz upon dt is nothing but acceleration, means there is acceleration, means there will be radiation. Okay, let's see the profile of acceleration profile is like a cos, current profile is like a sine. Okay, if somebody say can you calculate vz, yes we can. dt should be multiply here, and if you integrate it again you will get sin omega t term. Okay, now look at here, current and velocity of the electron, current and drift velocity of the electron, the profile of these two things are same. Okay, because there is sin omega t term, there is sin omega t term, but the profile of acceleration is different. So remember that for the radiation acceleration is required. Okay, so there is another conductor excited with Gaussian excitation. Gaussian excitation means, what is the Gaussian function? It is e power minus t square. Okay, let's put the value on the equation of radiation and differentiate it. You will get the differentiation like minus 2t L e power minus t square. Put qt here, dvz over dt, it is nothing but it is acceleration. You can see the profile of acceleration and profile of current is different. There is e power minus t square term, there is e power minus t square term, there is 2t term also present in the acceleration term. Okay, can you calculate the vz? Yes, we can multiply dt and integrate it. If you integrate it, then you will get again minus t e power minus t square term. Now finally you can conclude that the profile of current and profile of drift velocity will be same, but acceleration profile will be different. Okay, let's take some one more example. This is a conductor, and it is subjected with, this is a conductor, and this conductor is subjected with pulse excitation. Okay, what is pulse? I have already told to you, pulse is nothing but it's a addition of two unit step function. Okay, ut minus ut minus t naught. Let's differentiate this term. What is the differentiation of unit step function? That is Dirac delta function, and unit of differentiation of this unit step function will be again Dirac delta function with minus sign. There is minus sign. Okay, can you plot this one? There is delta function which exists at t is equal to 0. There is delta function which exists at t is equal to t naught, but with minus sign. Because of minus sign, the direction of arrow is in downward direction. Okay, now you saw the equation of radiation. In the equation of radiation there is di by dt term. You have already calculated the value of di by dt, put here, and put qt here, and dvz upon dt, it is nothing but it's a acceleration. In the acceleration you can say this profile, acceleration profile is entirely different from current profile. Okay, let's draw this profile. Okay, there is delta function at t is equal to 0. There is delta function at t is equal to t naught with minus sign, means it is in downward direction. Okay, and in last two example you saw the profile of current and profile of drift velocity are similar. Okay, so what is the meaning of this thing? What is the meaning of this thing? The acceleration, you get acceleration at a instant, you get a acceleration at a instant, means at particular instant you get sharper acceleration. If there is larger acceleration, means you will get larger radiation. Okay, so whenever we apply the pulse on the conductor, you get larger radiation. Okay, so this is all about for this lecture, and hopefully you have got the concept of equation of radiation, and you have got the concept of radiation mechanism, and you can draw right now, you can draw the profile of current, profile of drift velocity, profile of acceleration. So the one more important thing is that for the radiation there must be acceleration of the charged particle, or conductor must be subjected with time varying source. Another thing, time varying source, and in this way you can get the radiation from the structure. So thank you very much. If you like this lecture, then please like, subscribe and share it. Thank you.